Hi friends, good morning. I'm here to share my journey starting from a rank of 45K in the very first attempt of my NEETPG and a rank of 24K in my very first attempt at INICT to a rank of 2K in the recent NEETPG and a rank of 1K in the recent INICT. I'm going to discuss about the general exam preparation strategy, how I used to prepare for these exams. This is not going to be specific for NEETPG or INICT. We might do a separate video on what and all to concentrate for NEETPG and what and all concentrate for INICT. This is going to be a general exam preparation strategy video. The mistakes that I learned during my preparation, the mistakes that I don't want you to do, how to go about the subject test, the grand test, we'll see all these things we're going to see about this video. So where did my journey start? My journey started in this exam preparation. My journey started at an early phase of internship, in the early phase of internship, right? So this video might be relatable to people who are planning to start their preparation at the internship, or they are preparing currently, joined offline coaching class or opted for online sessions, and they are preparing in their post internship period. So this video is curated for them. This video might not be relatable to people who have started preparing right from their third or second year or final year with a vision to crack the NEET PG in the very first attempt using the main recorded sessions of the app. So this might not be the video for you because I started my preparation internship phase, and I can I can only give recommendations on that period. So this video is going to be restricted to people who are planning to prepare in an internship and then the post internship phase, right? So what are the five aspects of preparation? We'll see what are the five aspects of preparation. Before we get into the thing, a small advice from my side would be that kindly quit Instagram and YouTube, because they are going to be the most potential evil source that can destroy the preparation phase. Okay, right? Reels and shorts can consume time like anything, so you won't realize until the end point. It might have taken your time like anything. So kindly avoid seeing these reels and shorts. Kindly uninstall Instagram and disable YouTube. YouTube is fine, you can watch the long videos for your relaxation during the leisure time, but that is also not preferable. If what is the alternate that can we do is, you can watch series, but don't I didn't mean that you can binge watch the series. I meant that you can watch like one episode while you're having your break, like for your lunch break or your breakfast break or your dinner break. You can watch one episode of a season of particular series. I watched Good Doctor during my preparation. So I used to watch 3 episodes per day, that is one during my breakfast, one during my lunch, and one during my dinner. That's how it used to be. So you can that can be your leisure time, right? So this is my this is a small piece of advice before we start. And what is going to be the five aspects of preparation? First one is going to be your first reading, second one is going to be your first revision, third one is going to be your second revision, and fourth one doing a quick revision program, and fifth one is mentorship. We are going to see this. This is going to be the three-part video. This is going to be a video series containing of 3 parts. So we'll see in detail about the first reading and first revision, because that is going to form your basement, while second revision, quick revision programs are just going to be add-ons, and mentorship is going to be your pillar of support, right? Right. So first reading. Before you start your first reading, kindly give a pre-preparation GP. I know that most of the people who have enrolled for offline class, they would have already given a pre-preparation GP before their classes have started. So this is a good habit. Actually, this helps you to know where you stand before you start your preparation. These 5 years of MBBS knowledge that you have gained is put into test in this pre-preparation grand test, right? The initial rank doesn't matter, the initial score also doesn't matter. This is to see whether your class does help you to improve your performance, and whether you have really shown interest in the class, and whether you have really prepared, you have used your time potentially during the classes, right? So this is the importance of giving the pre-preparation grand test. So let's get going. What are the five aspects of the first reading? So first one is enrolling in a class, second one is completing your notes by in that class, solving the question bank modules, giving your subject tests, and perfecting your notes, right? Cool. So classes. preferably offline class. Why do I prefer offline class? Because they give you schedule, they give you targets, they give you deadlines, so that you can work by them, so that you can finish off the subjects by that time. If you're going to sit in an online recorded video, you're going to take your own time. Remember, scheduling is going to be the very very difficult thing that you're going to face after your offline classes. While you start your first revision or second revision, you have to go with your own schedule. Your coaching class won't help you in that thing. So this is going to be very very difficult to do that scheduling. So at least that scheduling is taken care by your offline classes, for the first reading aspect at least, so that you can take care of the you can take the burden of doing your scheduling for the first revision and second revision alone. So that is one advantage. And second thing would be that, uh, there are people that they create a WhatsApp group. Most of the offline session are going to create a WhatsApp group where all your faculty will be there, and you can clear your doubts as soon as possible. You can say that Telegram groups are available, but the when you compare the your native online WhatsApp group and your Telegram groups, the chance of replying to you is greater in your native WhatsApp group than in the Telegram group that are available, because the Telegram groups are loaded with doubts and unwanted messages. So so faculty mostly tend to lose out on these messages. So preferably join an offline class. I did my coaching in an offline class. I did it in a center called TMCAA. It is located in Thrissur. Thrissur might be the best place for you to prepare. The atmosphere, the ambience of Kerala is just wonderful. Plus, this center is located away from the city. It is about 10 to 12 centimeters away from the city. It's not like some kind of jungle or anything. There are amenities available, basic amenities that are available. There are hotels available. There are rooms available. So, what and all facilities that are required for you to read, those all those things are available in that area. So you can, even if you're not planning to go for coaching in that place, you are planning to sit and read by yourself, you have opted for online live sessions or anything, you are subscribed for some online apps, you can still rent a room in Thrissur and go and study over there. It's a very nice place to be in, right? For your, especially for your preparation, because you don't have any distractions. The city is about 10 to 20 centimeters away from the coaching class or the hotel, the hostels that you stay in, right? So if you don't prefer going out and studying, going for offline class, spending on hostels and those things, you are not interested in those things, then you can opt for online mode of preparation. But if you're going to opt for online mode of preparation, kindly opt for only the live sessions. Don't opt for the recorded sessions that are available in app, especially for the people those who are planning to prepare in their internship or in the post internship phase. These videos are not curated for you people. Even if you ask the faculty who has recorded the video by themselves, they might not recommend the people at this phase, like internship or post internship people, to go and watch that video and create the notes or stick to the handwritten or the typed notes that are available. um, uh, they won't even the faculty won't suggest you. That's what I'm trying to say. Even the faculty who has done the video won't suggest you to use them at this phase of life. So kindly opt for live sessions at this phase of life. If you are a person who has used these apps for your university exam preparation, still you fall under the criteria of people who have started their NEETPG preparation in the internship or post internship phase. Because preparing for exams, university exams using these apps, and preparing for NEETPG exam using these apps are totally different, have totally different aspects. Even now, these apps are mostly curated or concentrated for your concepts clearing, and it's mostly curated, has become an app of I must say that it has become a kind of tuition for the MBBS people. So curating the information that is required from the large information that is available in the handwritten notes or in the main recorded videos of the app, and reading it for NEET-PG exam is going to be very very difficult, and revising those voluminous handwritten notes or the type notes is going to be very very difficult again. So never go for previously recorded main videos of any app. Kindly opt for live sessions that are available. Subscribe for live sessions that are available. All right, right. If you are a person who has started their NEET-PG preparation using these apps, you have solved the MCQs, you have created your own notes instead of those notes, or at least you have curated what are all the important points in aspects of NEET-PG from those notes, then you can consider using these videos for your NEET PG. Consider using this video for your NEET PG. But for others, those who have used it for university exam, for the post interns and the interns, it is not recommended to go for these main recorded videos of any app per se, right? Kindly opt for offline session. So this is just a comparison of how your offline or your online live session workbook will look like in comparison with your main or typed or handwritten notes that are available, that are provided by many of the apps. See, for comparison, I have taken the pediatrics app. You can see the volume of the pediatrics app. Pediatrics, it contains only 120 pages in offline classes or online live sessions, while it contains 395 pages in the main recorded videos, right? The notes of the main recorded videos contains 400 pages. You can argue with me that there is there's going to be much information in that 400 pages. Yes, obviously there's going to be much information in the 400 pages, but at this phase of life, say in the internship or post internship phase, remembering the information available in this 120 pages itself is going to be difficult, and retaining them is going to be very, very difficult. Remember, lesser the information, more the retention. More the information, lesser is going to be the retention. So kindly opt for these sessions, live sessions or offline sessions. Kindly don't go for the recorded or the main handwritten or the type notes for your preparation, even if you have used it for your university exams, right? So this is just again a comparison of online live session versus online recorded sessions that are available. See, pediatrics is going to be 40 hours in a online recorded video, that is our main recorded video is going to be 40 hours, while online sessions only take 26 hours. This is going to even there is this aspect that limiting the time of video is going to give you time for an extra period of revision. If you're going to waste your time in the very first reading itself, then you won't find time for revision. The more you revise, the more is the retention. That is also there. So kindly remember, first reading is not the only thing that is important. Your first revision and second revision and the somebody else to brush up your concept is going to be very, very important. So giving much time to the first reading itself is going to if you're going to give much time to the first reading itself, then you're going to crash in the exam by missing on some subjects or missing on some information, or even not able to revise. So these are all the problems that you might face if you're going for the recorded sessions that are available in most of the apps, right? So right, notes and its completion. Opt for workbook based sessions because the grammarly things are taken care by the workbook and you don't have to work on these anymore. It is about 50% of your burden is taken care by the workbook. So you have to write only the important info and stick to 3 or 4 color pens. I have seen people using the whole bunch of 10 color stick pens. It doesn't make your notes look very legible and you won't know where to concentrate on. You might miss the important info. So kindly stick to 3 or 4 color pens, red, black, blue and plus or minus green. So your important information will go on red color, right? So keeping it limiting the number of color of pens will make your notes legible, right? Cool. So never procrastinate the task of completing your notes. If say you are having microbiology class today and you lagged at a point in the class because of some personal work, or you got a call, or you had to go home due to something and you missed that part of the class, kindly finish that blank spaces that you have left before you leave the class, right? So don't if you're going to leave it blank, it is going to stay blank forever. So don't have the habit of leaving blank spaces. Kindly fill that information. Make your friend or your neighbor that is available, who is next to you, make him sit, complete those blank spaces and then leave the class. So that would be a point from my side, right? Read the topics taken on the same day. This is the advisable thing, but I know it is not easy for us to read the whole thing that is taken in one night. So I can understand that, but it is preferable to read the topics taken on the same day. Even if not possible, I know you might have some plans with your friends, families, and or you might be stuck in some work, or the class might have extended to say 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the night. So all I want you to do is just go through the pages that you have written. This will reinforce your pictographic memory at least. So kindly go through the pages that I've taken for the day before you wind up for the day and go to sleep, right? Cool. So never compare your notes. I know that some people might have tagged with your friends, say you go to the X coaching class and I will go to the Y coaching class, and we both will compare the notes at the end of our thing. So I don't encourage this attitude, because the only the info that you listen and you write and you're going to write it down is going to stay in your mind. The info that you haven't listened and you're just going to physically write it down will not have the same amount of retention as to what you have listened and written down. Plus it is going to make your notes voluminous. When you're going to compare someone else's notes and going to add that information to your notes, it's going to make your notes voluminous, and it is going to be very very difficult to revise at the end. So you will crash during the when your notes is voluminous, you will definitely crash during revising. You might not remember all the information and you will feel like I don't remember anything. It has been a waste of time. So kindly don't do this. Never compare your notes with anyone from another coaching class or a person using another online platform, right? Bookmark the page on which you have a doubt. Kindly clear your doubts as soon as possible. It is advisable to clear your doubts the same day or the next day when the faculty comes. So this is an advantage of offline class, because the same faculty is going to come the next day also, so you can get your doubts cleared by them the next day itself. So kindly have the habit of bookmarking the doubt. As soon as you get the doubt, kindly fold the pages or add a paper flag over that page, or else you might forget the doubt also. And finally, when you're starting your first revision, you're going the same doubt will arise again, and you won't find to clear it sometimes. Yes, the WhatsApp groups are available, but still getting the doubts cleared in person will be a better thing, right? Cool. So this is just to show this is one of my page from my notes that I take in my offline coaching class. So this is just to show the use how legible your notes is going to look if you're going to use the 3-color pen system, right? So I know that it is very difficult to switch between the pens initially, especially for slow writers. I was a slow writer myself. I used to write till the last minute of my exam, so I was such kind of a person. So trust me, if you are a such kind of person, you are a slow writer, you will get this by practice. You might lag in 2 or 3 classes. As I said, try to finish the notes off once the class ends by borrowing your friend's notes. But by the 3rd or the 4th class, you will get this habit and you won't lag. So that is not going to be a problem. It comes by practice, right? Cool. Solving the question bank. So this is what I did in my whole internship, right? So I said my preparation started at the internship phase. This is a very very important thing. Solving MCQs is an art that is slowly learned. It's like sketching a person, right? So sketching a person can't be learned in one day. It takes immense amount of patience, practice and training, right? So MCQ solving is one such thing. So it took me an year and a half to master this art. Maybe I haven't mastered this, but it took me about 1.5 years to at least get my MCQs right to my fulfillment, right? So that's how it is. That's how the MCQ solving is. What did I do during my internship? I didn't use these question banks apps. I'm an old school guy who prefers to read in books. So when I visited my assistant professor to ask about my preparation strategy, they told to go for review books because they have prepared using those review books for their preparation. So I guess most of you won't know what a review book is. A review book is curated by the authors that are available currently in the apps that you are watching. So they were into this before these apps were introduced. They were the authors of these books. So it is nothing but it will have a gist of the chapter, and it will have the self-curated MCQs by the faculty and also the PYQs following by the chapter. So I used to solve MCQs from that books. I had a review book for each and every subject, and I used to solve 50 to 100. The target was about 50 to 100 MCQs per day in each day of my internship. Though I was not able to fulfill the target, I was able to I was able to complete around um, 6 to 7 subjects during my internship only by solving the MCQs. I did not read anything. I did not go for any recorded videos, or I did not read anything. If you ask me, was it fruitful? No, it wasn't. It wasn't fruitful because I got stuck in my medicine posting. I was not able to revise all the info that I learned during my whole internship. I was stuck in the medicine posting. I had to do my MICU duty before the NEETPG exam. So there came the 45K rank. So that's how it became. So let's see about solving the MCQs. Stick to one question bank from beginning to the end. That is going to be one advice from my side. Never have the habit of skipping the question bank. Your friends might say this question bank is good, that question bank is good. Don't go by their words. if you like the interface of the app that you are using, kindly stick to the question bank. All the question banks are curated by the national level faculties. You don't have to worry by them, national level faculties and their team. You don't have to worry about it. All the question banks are standardized. Only the interface matters. So kindly stick to one question bank. And kindly don't yeah, I'll come to this point later. Kindly don't add all the extra information from the MCQs to your notes. There are long explanation, many tables and many pictures available, I know that. Kindly don't add all these extra information in this MCQs. Then you might ask, how am I going to remember all these information? How is solving a question banks is going to help me? Trust me. So let me explain this. There is something called as the first intention answer. I call it as a first intention answer. When I see a very unfamiliar question, my mind will automatically process that this might be the answer. This might be answer. Wild guess. Okay. I call it as the first intention answer. So solving MCQs in the question banks is going to help you in this way. It is going to greatly increase the chance of your first intention answer being the right one in the exam. I repeat, solving MCQs is going to greatly increase the chance of your first intention answer being the right one. This is how the solving the question bank is going to help you. It is adding all these information to the MCQs and making your notes voluminous is not going to help you. You might not able to carry all the information that you've added in your notes, and again, as I said, you're going to crash during your revision. You might not be able to complete that subject within the stipulated time period. Say okay. And it is advisable to solve all the MCQs on the same day the class has ended. It is I know it is difficult, so at least try to solve 1 to 2 modules on the break that you get. Most of us receive 3 breaks, in the morning, afternoon, and in the evening snacks break can be there. At least these break might extend from 15 to 45 minutes. So take 5 minutes from them, solve 1 or 2 question bank modules in your classes itself. That is going to reduce your burden when you sit in a stretch to solve these MCQ question banks, right? Excuse me, 1 minute. So that is going to help you that is going to help you reduce your burden, right? So if you're not able to solve all the question banks before the subject test or before the next subject starts, kindly do this thing. Kindly try to at least attend all the modules that are available for the respective chapters. Kindly try to attend. It is not necessary that you must complete it fully. Try to at least attend 50% or 75% of questions from each of the modules. So even if you're not able to complete it fully, it's completely all right. Try to at least attend all the modules. So that's what I would like. That's what that will be the take home message, right? Cool. Don't worry if you're getting it all wrong in your initial days. As I said, MCQ solving is an art. It is slowly learned. So don't worry if you're getting it all in your initial days. I got it. Even I got it wrong. Even I got it wrong. I got terrible percentages in my thing during my initial days. So it is not a problem. We are not consultants. We are here to learn. We learn by our mistakes. So don't worry if you get it wrong. A small example would be this thing. So whether it is 18% or 80%, it never matters. Giving the MCQs, solving the MCQs matter. Your result never matters, right? So try solving the MCQs. Don't fear of this. If you fear this, your future is going to be dark. Okay, don't fear of this percentage or this thing. I know most of us have this fear of seeing you are this much percentage better than your peers. Don't worry about this. This doesn't matter, right? But solving question bank matters, right? Subject test. Never fail to give your subject test / post class test. Give it in the stipulated time, in the stipulated date, right? So always have a buddy with whom you can discuss regarding this. I call him as a test buddy. Okay, right? This is a kind of symbiotic relationship. What do you learn from him, or what does he learn from you? The way of approaching the questions is what you people both going to share after the test. See, after the test, don't discuss during the test. kindly discuss the question that you got wrong with your friend, with your test buddy after the test. So he will know how you have approached the question, and you will come to know how he has approached the question, so that next time you approach a question, you might think in his way of approaching the question, right? Cool. So this is what you're going to gain, and it might give rise to new doubts and controversies. Getting doubts and controversies are good, but clearing it is very very important. Okay, don't let the doubts or controversies or confusions be let the stay like that. Get your doubts cleared as soon as possible. Have the habit of posting your doubts in the native WhatsApp groups that are available. Don't feel shy to post them in your WhatsApp groups. It's a mutual thing. You are all in a competition, I know that, but currently you are in the studying, you haven't reached the competition phase. The practice for the competition has to happen mutually. The competition itself should be somewhat selfish, right? Cool. Clear your doubts slash controversies as soon as possible. As I said, again, it is okay to make mistakes and slow ranks initially in the subject test also. Again, MCQ solving is an art. Giving the subject test matters. Learning from mistake matters. It never matters whether you're getting your mark, your rank doesn't matter, right? One thing matters, that if you're getting say 200 rank in this subject test, if you're going to stay in the same 200 rank in the next subject test also, then it means that you must work, right? You must troubleshoot your there is something to troubleshoot in your preparation method, right? So that has to happen. The progress from your initial rank matters. Your initial rank doesn't matter, but progress definitely matters. Okay, you have to work on your progress, right? Perfecting your notes. Indexing is a must. Kindly have the habit of indexing. Indexing will help you during your first revision or during your second revision, on the even in the final set of revision. You add paper flags and bookmarks. Okay, for in the once you're done with the indexing in the first page, add paper flags and bookmark for each chapter. This will make your navigation through PYTs and PYQs in the last minute easy, right? Most of the faculty will have the habit of telling this was a PYQ, this was an PYT. So kindly have the I'll come to this adding extra points to your notes next. So most of the faculty will have the habit of telling PYQs and PYTs, and this is an expected question in the upcoming NEET PG. So kindly have the habit of underlining and highlighting these important points. It's very very important to do these things, right? Or else you might not know where to concentrate on at the last point of time. So these are all the things that you have to do during your first reading itself, so that your notes is ready, complete, and you can take it to your first revision and second revision. In first revision or second revision, you're not going to add anything to your notes. Your notes is, this is going to be your final copy. This is what you're going to take to your exam. Oh sorry, I missed this. Adding some extra points to your notes. What are all the extra points that you have to add to your notes, right? The things that you got wrong in your subject test, right? Add those points to your notes. Only those points that were out of the box. If it was a mistake by your carelessness, kindly don't add those things to be in your notes. It is going to be a repetition only. So right, so don't add those things to your notes. If it was out of the box in your subject, if the question was out of the box in your subject test, kindly add that information as an one liner to your notes. Some people who have the irresistible habit of adding the MCQ information to your notes, these people, what they can do is choose 5 questions from each chapter that you got wrong, right? 5 questions from each chapter module you got wrong, and add those info to your notes as an one liner alone. Don't add long explanation. It is going to make your notes voluminous. So kindly avoid doing these things. MCQs nowadays, those explanations are curated for people who want to prepare by themselves without the help of any notes or any primary source. So it is curated for self learning. So it is not for you people who are already sticking to a class. You already have a notes, and if you're going to add this explanation, long explanation to your notes, long table to your notes, you're going to end up not able to revise these at the final point of time. So kindly restrict your notes. Once your final notes is complete, this is what you are going to take to your exam. Nothing more or nothing less. If you don't make any mistakes from your notes, your rank is going to be boosted by 100 or thousands. If you are going to make mistakes from your own notes itself, your rank is going to come down in 10,000s and lakhs, right? So kindly remember not to make mistakes during your mistakes in the questions that are coming from your notes. So your notes is winded up in your first reading itself. You are not going to add any information to your notes in your first revision or second revision. You're just going to revise these notes. So I'm just showing the indexing and bookmarking over here. So that's all about the first video. Your first reading is done, your notes is created. We'll see how to go about these notes, how to revise these notes, how to remember those info, in the how to do your first revision, second revision, and how which quick revision program to choose for in the upcoming videos. Hope this video was helpful to you. If you like this video, kindly like this, drop a thumbs up to the video, like this video, comment your doubts regarding your preparation, and kindly share this to your friends, to who is looking forward to prepare, or who is in their preparation phase and want to troubleshoot their preparation. And kindly subscribe to the channel. So we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.